There we go. Fish on. Fish on. I think this is the species we're after. What's going on, everybody? Nick from 618 Fishing here, and welcome back to another fishing adventure. In today's episode, we are traveling nearly 2 hours to fish a tiny creek. But this is not just any tiny creek. This spot is home to one of the rarest fish in the country, and the goal for today is to not only catch one of these fish, but to catch a big one.
All of these thresholds can hold me down. Push through the crossroads and I hit the ground, yeah.
We have finally made it to this magical creek. I have not fished here in a very long time, so to say that I am excited would be an understatement. I cannot wait to get started. Like I mentioned at the start of the video, this is a tiny creek, and the fish living in it are extremely skittish. People travel for hours and do not see a single one, so we're gonna have to be very stealthy. Let's start by tossing out this little panther martin with a gold blade on the ultralight.
Moving these mountains that are in my view. No room for doubting, gotta see it through.
I just found a deep spot right here in front of me. I'm seeing a ton of fish down there. I don't think any of them are the target species.
I'm on the run like a renegade. I'll be the storm and I'll ride the wave.
There we go. All right, we finally caught a fish. No way! This is actually the species we're after too. This is a wild McLeod strain rainbow trout. You can ID these fish by the orange tips on their dorsal fin. There is only a handful of places in the entire world that you can catch this fish, and this tiny creek is one of them. See you later, buddy. We finally completed our first goal, which was to catch a wild McLeod strain rainbow trout, which is no easy feat. Like I mentioned, people travel from far away to try to catch those fish and fail, and today's conditions are rough. I'm stoked we were finally able to catch our first one. Now let's move on to goal number 2, which is to catch a big one. That guy picked up this black with a gold blade panther martin. I am by far most confident with this lure when targeting these fish. Let's toss it back out there. There we go, fish on. No way. Very next cast. Yes. Oh, it's not a trout. I thought for sure this was a trout. It's almost bigger than that last fish we caught. This is a creek chub. I do not catch these very often, so I will take it. See you later, buddy. That was back-to-back casts. I'm fishing this spot where the creek goes underneath the road. Most of this creek is only about 8 inches deep, if that. So this spot out here is by far one of the deeper spots in this creek. And these fish have definitely liked to congregate in these deeper spots. There we go, fish on. Oh, he came off in the net. It's another tiny trout. So cool. See you later, buddy. Now that we've caught a couple small ones, let's try to tempt a big one with a crankbait. I rigged up a tiny crankbait that imitates a baby rainbow trout. If there are big fish out here, this is exactly the type of thing they would be feeding on. Let's see if we can get one to go for this crankbait. No more luck from this first spot. Let's keep exploring. There we go, fish on. In the net. All right, we finally caught another one. It has taken a while. This dude was hiding in this tiny deep spot. See you later, buddy. Wild trout number 3, which is awesome. About the same size as those first two, but I will take it. These conditions are very tough. This creek is incredibly low. I don't think I've ever seen it lower. That guy was hiding right out here in front of me in this deep water next to this tree. Let's toss this lure back over there and see if there's any other fish hiding. There we go. Yes. Oh. Oh man, this is the smallest one yet. Wild trout number 4. The size is, however, trending in the wrong direction. There are fish out here, but I don't know if there are any big fish. Let's keep moving upstream.
Burn on, I'm shining so bright, lit up like a diamond in the dead of night. There's fire deep in my soul. I'ma rise up like
there we go, fish on. Holy smokes.
Brighter than gold.
Yes, there we go. Finally. Not a giant, but a whole lot bigger than those first ones. See you later, buddy. I've traveled a very long distance from where I parked, but I was finally able to catch the 5th fish of the day, but I'm still hoping to catch one much larger. There we go. Oh no, he's wrapped around something. Okay, we go from catching the biggest one of the day to the smallest. See you later, buddy.
I'm in the shadow of the valley, hope the gods in the graves. I'll keep on going, running. I'll go till my body.
There we go. Nice fish. Nice fish. In the net. Yes, an even bigger one. This guy crushed it as soon as the lure hit the water. That was fish number 7, which is incredible. That might be the most fish I've ever caught out here in a single day, but I am not done yet, and they are trending in the right size. Let's toss it back out there. There we go. Well, forget what I said about them trending in the right size, because we just caught yet another tiny one. Fish number 8. See you later, buddy. There we go, fish on. All right, fish number 9. See you later, buddy. Number 10. We've officially reached double digits. See you later, buddy. The sun is setting. I've got a very long hike to get back to the truck, which is most definitely going to be done in the dark. I need to go ahead and call it. Unfortunately, we were not able to catch anything too massive out of this creek today, but I am not surprised. Those big fish are incredibly smart, and they were not fooled by my lure in the slightest. But having said that though, we caught 11 fish in total, which is incredible. 10 of those being wild McCloud rainbow trout. So needless to say, I had a ton of fun. If you guys enjoyed this episode, I'd really appreciate it if a thumbs up, possibly think about subscribing if you haven't. I'll catch you guys on the next one.